Well, it's mid-month right now. Here's another update. I just wanted to provide an update because things are growing, moving pretty rapidly. So let's call this Ataulfo number 2, and I'm kind of going by the trees that has kind of the most activities, I guess, the most kind of changes. So that's why I'm going with tree number 2 right now. Back in I think it was around early March or late March, I had kind of removed all the flower panicles to try to get the timing on the blooms to work out right. I did that on all the trees. You're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 4 or 5 rootstocks, right? Some of the trees has kind of look better, like the timing kind of worked out right, and then some of the trees the timing didn't work out that right. So so overall I think it was kind of a bit of half success and half not. If the temperature and the climate, everything I knew was exactly the same again next year, I would have probably done it maybe about 2 weeks later than what I did this year. But again, this is still this year right now, we're still kind of a bit behind, I think, in heat and warmth and everything. But let's just check this out. Like these are the California Remit, and the fruits on here is quite large already. I mean, I got some that's like probably like 3-inch fruits, and there's some that's like 3-4-inch fruits. Just kind of take a look at this. So quite a few of those size everywhere, you know. And then there's even like some blooms, some additional blooms that's happening. Additional blooms right here. So at least this tree, the timing is pretty perfect. Everything kind of seemed to have worked out right. And yeah, look at these size of these fruits. Really nice size already. I'm still getting quite a bit of fruit drops, but I'm hoping by now everything's kind of settled down. But here's all the other fruits. Here's some more. It's a little bit smaller, but you know, pretty good size. Let me kind of show you guys some more. There's some right here. Really nice size already. So at least this tree, the fruit set on is good. Timing and everything worked out right. Here's some more fruits. Okay, and this is the Lavern Manilla. We kind of pretty much harvested most of the fruits already. What's left are these little kind of tiny, yeah, like this right here. It's beginning to prematurely, the seed husk is getting hard, and then it's beginning to crack. You know, this ain't even that good. It's not even good tasting anymore. The seed husk is really hard. That's a green mango. You kind of want it a little bit more before the seed husk gets hard. So there's a few more of these left, but I'm going to be pruning it all off. And I already attempted some grafts on here. Trying to graft a pickering on here. I think that's a pretty disease-resistant variety. Slow growing, but on established rootstock like this, it might just take off. So those are the couple grafts right there. And if it takes, then I'm going to chop off a lot of the other branches. Let's see, here's a original Ataulfo fruitlets. You know, these look like nubbins, but let's see, these are Ataulfo-rated. Okay, let's keep going. Here's the Super Julie. To be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed in Super Julie. It set a lot of what I think are nubbins, and they all kind of dropped. So there's probably maybe about close to a dozen at most left, and I'm really hoping that these become full-size fruit. But we'll see. I mean, some of them is really large already, like this. And it's still dropping. So this is Super Julie. So at least for next year, I know that I might have to do some spraying or some some timing on the rebloom to get this kind of to really bloom at the proper time, because right now it's a bit disappointing. You know, it's a bit disappointing because even these fruitlets, that's the size, shape like this, pretty. I think they're gonna drop, and they all have no embryos on it. So, okay, up next, this is the Maha, looking really great. So, a few of them turned yellow and they dropped, and those didn't seem to have embryos because I kind of cut into them. Let me see, this one's yellow. This one's probably not, this one is not gonna make it. I'm gonna just go ahead and pick it off. But let me see, let me try to bite into this, see if there's a, yeah, no embryo in this. So some of those are turning yellow and they're dropping, but some really nice sized fruit. I still have about like half a dozen fruits, and I think these are gonna make it. And fruitlets on a rebloom right here. So see, that is Maha. I really like this variety. Probably try to get more of it on my trees. Okay, that's tree number 2. This is tree number 3, and as you can see, this is all California remit. Got a ton of fruit drops, so I'm not sure what's left on the left side. The sun is actually setting behind me, and at least the ones on this left side, they all kind of like dropped, but the ones on the right seem to kind of still be holding on to it. But I am going to be doing a major top work on this tree this year. As you can see, I already put some grafts on it, so what I am putting on this will be very dwarf, very slowing varieties. So far, like my scions from those kind of varieties haven't been that good, so unfortunately I don't think these are really taking that well. I could see a Juliet pushing, but my Julie and my Iman Basan is not doing anything. But as you can see, most of those are just going to go off this year, right after I harvest the fruits. So the fruits are around this size, they're getting pretty large. I'll probably give it another month and we'll harvest it all green, and then I'm going to do a major trimming on it. So just like the fruitlets right here, you know, 3 inches or so. Quite a few of them. Yeah. So that is the plan on this tree. So this is tree 4 and 5 right here. Unfortunately, well, first off, this is kind of facing more of the north side, so to my left right here is west, and the sun is kind of setting that side to my right already. Lots of California red still here, but unfortunately a lot of my lemon zest, well, pretty much all my lemon zest has dropped off. It was pretty sad about it. They all dropped off because I think they were all eventually going to be nubbins, so I think that's why they're going to drop off. And next year, I already know I will be breaking off the blooms and trying to get a timing on it where it's a bit more favorable. Because most of this, I thought it made it through. It did get hit by powdery mildew towards the end, but I mean by then I felt like it was kind of you know, past powdery mildew already in terms of development. So unfortunately, my last hope on this branch is this right here, lemon zest. Even if 1 or 2 stick, that'd be the only lemon zest fruitlets I have. So unfortunately, this is the whole tree right here, all the way to the top with that orange kind of new flush right there. So that's all lemon zest. Okay, let's take a look at everything else. Let's see, some fruitlets. Quite a few fruitlets. There's been a rebloom. So they look pretty good. Pretty good. And this tree, you know, is a late bloomer, and then also a late rebloomer too. But this tree, it seems like it's gonna be pretty loaded. A lot of fruitlets on here. Let's see what, just kind of update on some of the graphs. Here's a sweet tart graph right here. There's a pina colada, Guayaquil Savoy, Tom Pecan. And this was one of my other graphs of the variety I have called Alec. Unfortunately, it didn't bloom again, so this is very bizarre. Very bizarre for something this size already. So, but I'll probably end up using this as a branch to graft some varieties onto it, because I am trying this varieties in other spots of the yard, see what it does. So, okay, this right here, this right here, it's an unknown Thai variety, and my best guess so far is that it is Pim Sengmun. It's a green eating variety, variety I've been growing for quite some time, not very productive or anything like that. Very prone to powdery mildew, doesn't really want to set fruit or anything, but at this point I'm pretty sure it's Pim Sengmun, but you know, we'll see. Okay, that is an update on tree 4 and 5. And this is tree number 1, with the major branches right there being Nam Duc Mai, and kind of behind is California Ramit. But this has been a top working project that has been taking place for like several years, beginning in 2021, and it has gone really slowly and so many setbacks on it. So it's finally great to see this really finally taking off. So everything is really pushing very nicely. Last year we removed like 2-3 major limbs to open it up to a lot more sun. A lot of my grafts taking easily now, because I'm using fresh scions from my own plants, and there's a lot of varieties here, you know, probably like maybe close to 2 dozen different varieties that's been grafted onto here, and they're all very much pushing quite a bit. You know, even the new ones that was grafted in the last month in like June is pushing. Like, you know, here I got here a Pickering right here, and a Dupree Saigon, Fallon, a Buttercream, lots of the new grafts I put on here is beginning to do well. This is a Madame Francis, an orange sherbet. So everything's looking really nice now. Finally things are really kind of turning around for this, and really looking great. So and so I could now kind of focus on the other trees to kind of top work, just because this is kind of going really well now and beginning to grow. So in terms of trying to maintain some of this is Nam Duc Mai, and I really need to thin out the branches. That's going to happen pretty soon. As you see, Nam Duc Mai is very dense canopy. It's just very dense canopy. You look at this is all the very dark green leaves. It's Nam Duc Mai, and as you can see the kind of opening, and where the leaves look lighter and you think it might be more sickly or something, it's actually not. That's the variety California Ramit. So that one has a much more open canopy. It's not as dense. So, and let's take a look at this. The last time I checked, there was a couple dozen fruitlets, but having a hard time seeing it now. I'm not even sure if it dropped off or if it's still hanging in there somewhere, you know, like that. see. So yeah, we'll wait to see. I don't know if it's still there. Maybe once it gets big, I'll be able to see it. But unfortunately, removing the blooms on this one was much. Thought it was gonna be a bit more successful, but it seems like a lot of fruits has kind of been dropping. So okay, so and here's like the nom duck mine. Look how dense this is. This is nom duck mine right here, all the way to the side. And I'm gonna be doing some heavy thinning of the canopy here. Removing a lot of limbs. Look, there's a fruit left, and yeah, that's all nom duck mine. So that's an update on tree number 1. In terms of my grafting project, everything is beginning to really flush. And next time I give you guys an update, I'll probably go by variety again, but this time not this time, so it's just kind of quick mid-month, or as quick as I could be, mid-month update. All right, everyone, thanks for checking in, thanks for tuning in. I'll provide an update as soon as I can for the next time.